Hey everybody, this is Sterling with Strategy Content Marketing. I'm doing a not really rehearsed video here. I'd like to show you how to keep track of your social media sharing. What I've done here is created a spreadsheet in Google Spreadsheet, which is just like Excel, but the reason I like to use Google Spreadsheet is that Kristen and I can both share it. Either one of us can make a change in Google Spreadsheet and immediately it's saved, and so that means either one of us can go in here and fill in the chart and keep track of what we've shared and what we've uploaded at any time without having to tell each other. So that's the reason I like to put it on Google Spreadsheet instead of Excel, but you could just as well use Excel and Dropbox or something like that if that's what you prefer. But I just wanted to show you here exactly how you set up a spreadsheet that to keep track of this stuff. On the left half of this sheet you can see is my uploads. This first row is telling you that. Uploads on the left half of the spreadsheet, shares on the right half of the spreadsheet, and then down here in the second row I've got the title of whatever it is, URL link to it, and here is what is the host to whom I have uploaded it. There's my website is the blog. Blog Talk Radio, of course, is Blog Talk Radio, and then there's, if I make videos, I upload to YouTube and sometimes Vimeo, Dailymotion, and VidMy. So as I upload, I fill in X's. And you can see on this one particular example, this is one that I did a few weeks ago and really haven't kept up with, so I thought this would be a great one to do an example with. I wanted to use the example of the blog post that this video here is embedded in, but of course I can't do that till I produce it, so this will have to do for now. So I'm gonna show you the process that I go through after I produce a blog post. Then I produce a YouTube video which I embed in that blog post, and then I usually make a second YouTube video and I just publish it on its own. And I sometimes also take that same video data and I upload it to Vimeo or Dailymotion or this third one called VidMy, which I haven't actually used. But in this case I'll make it simple. I've only got my blog post and my embedded video and a separate video. So here's what I do after I have published the blog post. I'm just going to share these things all over again, even the ones I have shared, just for the sake of illustration, because it's been so long I don't think it matters if I share them again. So I'm just going to pretend like these X's aren't even here, and I'm going to fill in the X's on the ones that I haven't shared yet, just to for illustration's purpose. So here I am. Here is my blog post called Your Content Marketing Plan, and here's a link to it. So I'm going to go to that link. There, it's coming up. Here's my blog post, and I have my post set up so that down at the bottom, if you have your WordPress set up properly, there's a plugin that'll do this for you. I think it's Jetpacks. Is that correct, Kristen? The sharing button? Jetpack. It's in Jetpack. If you go to Jetpack, you can install this, and these sharing things will be at the bottom of every post. So this is great. I'm going to approach Facebook separately because I post to like 6 different Facebook pages. I'll show you how to do that separately. But Twitter and Google and all these other ones, I only just normally post to one place, so I just use this thing right here, this sharing button. Okay, I'm going to tweet that. Okay, I've now shared that to Twitter. If I go back to my blog post here, I'm going to say there, I could put an X right here. I already got one. I've done it before. I just shared it to Twitter for a second time. Now I can go back. Normally I don't have to jump back and forth here, but I'm doing that just to show you. Now if I go back to my post, I'm going to share it on Google+. There it is. There's my Google+ account. I share it. Google+ is a really important one. I'm going to jump back here just to show you where I'd fill in the X so you can get the point. There, it's been shared to Google+. I would put an X in right there. Go back to my post again. Go over here to more. I have LinkedIn. There's my LinkedIn account. I'm going to share it to LinkedIn. Great, I've done that. I keep track of what I'm doing. I go back here. There, I put an X in LinkedIn for this blog post. Go back to the post again. Go over here to more. Tumblr, I haven't filled that in because sometimes Tumblr gives me some trouble. But it's not giving me trouble today, so it's going to allow me to post on Tumblr. Okay, I've done that. Keep track of myself. I'm going to go back here again. I'll put an X right here. I've now shared that to Tumblr. And the only two I have left over here, oh, I have Pinterest left over. I have a favorite one. I post to Pinterest. So now I recognize, there it is right there. I'm going to pin that to Pinterest. Now all that basic sharing is done there, with the exception of my Facebook shares. There's all my X's I shared to LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, Google+, Tumblr, and in the past, you see, I've shared it to my own Facebook strategy content marketing page, and I shared it to one other Facebook page. And since then I've identified a bunch of other Facebook pages which I like to share to, and so this is something that you have to do manually if you want to share a number of places. So what I do is I go to my post and grab the link. There's the URL. I'm gonna copy that, and then I'm gonna go to Facebook, and I'm going to share to each one of these. You see, I have already shared to 1 million leads. I haven't shared it to my own personal page, so I'm just going to go there and put it up on my own personal page. Annoy my friends a little bit because I'm always posting my stuff. I post it so much that they don't pay any attention to me anymore. But that's too bad because that's what I do for a living. There's that Facebook page taken care of. Now if I go home on my Facebook page, I've got a whole list over here under pages of things that I normally share to. Over here I shared to 1 million new business leads, which you saw I had here. That's 1 million business leads. I've done that already. Oh, see, I just shared to my personal page, so I'll fill that X in. Now I'm going to share it to all these other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Facebook pages. I'm going to do that all in one step. Whoops, back to Facebook. I'm going to go to Facebook business leads, share that there. Come on. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go to post your opportunity, share that there. I'm gonna go to Facebook Business Exchange, share that there. And you can go in. Some of these pages require that you ask permission to join. Some of them are open. But if you just get yourself a list of pages that you like, Facebook Business, there's Work at Home, then you can share to all of them just like I'm doing, as long as you don't make anybody mad by posting when they don't want you to, or being annoying. And I like this one, Online Marketing Boom. That's one of David Boozer's. He's one of my favorite guys. Post there, and see, now I've shared my blog post to all of those platforms, and I keep track of it by going back here to my spreadsheet. I shared it to that page, that page, that page, that page, and that page. Now I've done the sharing of my primary blog post, which is on my website. Now let's take this first one, happens to be the video that's embedded in my blog post, but I also like to share the video as a standalone item, because anybody that finds the video, they're going to go to the description and they're going to find a backlink back to my site. They're going to find a backlink back to the article, and there's quite a good chance that somebody might search and find your video just on a YouTube search or a Google search and get pointed back to your website. So you should share these things as independent pieces of content. So I'm just going to go there. The great thing about YouTube is that they provide you a bunch of sharing buttons. Well, let me stop that so it's not, that's recorded. There's me. I go down here in YouTube, I go to the share button. See, this is great. Again, I'm going to skip Facebook because I'm going to do that share to all those things, all those places independently, but I'll just use these buttons to share to Twitter, and I'm not going to jump back and forth now. I'm just going to share them all to speed up the video. I'll have to share to Twitter, share to Google Plus. Same video is now shared to Google Plus. I don't use Reddit. Usually I could or should, but I don't. There's Tumblr. I'm going to share to Tumblr. Then I'm going to share to Pinterest. This is easy. I'm going to share to Pinterest, and I'm going to share to LinkedIn. If you want to share to some of these other ones that I'm not using, your choice. These just happen to be the ones that I use because I have accounts set up with them. There, I'm now shared with LinkedIn. So I can go back to my management page here. Okay, I just took this embedded video and I shared it to Tumblr, and of course you see I already had shared it to Google Plus, Twitter, Pinterest, and LinkedIn, and it doesn't seem to bother them when you share that stuff a second time later on. Twitter doesn't like it if you try to share the same thing twice in a row, like in the same within a few minutes of each other. But I think if you go back a day or two later, you can reshare with Twitter, and it doesn't bother them, and it doesn't hurt you a bit to do that again. Now, in order to share all these to Facebook, in order to share all these to all those pages on Facebook, I go right to the YouTube link itself. So I did open that up already. Here it is. Then I just go up here to the top and I grab the, I would get this out of the way again. Yeah, I grab the I'm not sure if you see that on your screen. I just went up and grabbed the you probably don't. I drag this up there. There you go. I grabbed the URL. You might not have seen that in what I was doing earlier, but you know what I was doing. I grabbed the URL, then I go to Facebook and I say, okay, which one of these, let me look back here, where I haven't shared it on my own page or on Kristen's page or on any of these other ones. I shared it to 1 million Facebook leads. That's one of my favorite pages, but I haven't shared it to the other ones. So I'm just going to go and do that all at once. 2. There's my 1 million. That's done. I'm going to go to Facebook Business Leads and paste it in there and share it. I'm go to Poster Opportunity. Share that. That's another David Boozer site page. Facebook Business Exchange. Again, there's a bunch of Facebook business pages. Just pick some out that work well for you. Work at home, I use that one. And there's one more down here. Online Marketing Boom is another David Boozer page. Online Marketing Boom. So I have done that. So I've shared all those. I'm going to go back and keep track of what I just did. I'm on this YouTube video. I just shared to that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. I haven't shared it on my personal page or Kristen's page. I won't bother with that right now. And I could do the same thing for this video, and I'm not going to bore you with that because you've seen what I'm doing, but I am going to go on down the page here and show you some of my other more complete posts. Probably the one that I just finished yesterday is the most complete one. As you can see here, well, I still haven't done anything outside of YouTube on it. All I've done on this is a post I wrote yesterday. Here's my post. There's the link to it. There's all the social media sharing I've done. There is the there is the Blog Talk Radio podcast that we did discussing that post. And after that went on air, Blog Talk Radio sends us a link, so I got that link there and shared it to all the same social medias. Not all of them. It looks like I missed a couple. And here's my YouTube video, which is embedded in that blog post, and here's my separate YouTube video that's not embedded in that blog post. But I take them all and I go to all these social media and I share them, and I can keep track of how many shares I've done with this spreadsheet. Now you can see up here there are some other. Here is one where, see, I've taken, here's my blog post, here's my first YouTube video and my second YouTube video. I also uploaded those same two videos to Vimeo right here. You see, I've done some sharing to social media on Vimeo, and I've done, well, see, here's one I did on here's one I did on Dailymotion. Here's the blog post. That's the YouTube video that's embedded in it. That's a separate YouTube video with equivalent information. And here's a Dailymotion video. You can see here that I haven't done social media sharing on those things yet. Now, I don't recommend that you just sit and fill in all this sharing all at once, because it's best for the search engines that you don't share a massive amount of stuff in one day. Get these things uploaded and get them ready, and in your spare time when you're in between doing other projects, or if you can devote half an hour every day to going through this chart, you can pick things that you haven't shared and just fill in an X here and there, and that really makes the search engines happy. They see, well, gosh, people are just recommending this all over the place, and that's really good for your ranking and so forth. So I'm gonna go back to my now that's all I really need to show you. That's it, kind of wrapped up. But if you create yourself a spreadsheet like this with Google Spreadsheet or Excel, it's easy. and very effective to keep track of what you're doing. And when you go back here and look at what you got, all the posts you got and all the X's you filled in, and remember, each one of those X's you make represents an opportunity that you have put up online for someone to visit your website. And you can see in the post that I wrote, I've made up a hypothetical example. If you made 300 blog posts in a year, and you really carried through with producing 2 YouTube videos, 2 Vimeos, 2 Dailymotions, for example, and doing a podcast, and you shared all those to every social media, that adds up to like 36,000 opportunities you're presenting to people to look at your content. And not only that, each share means something to search engines and helps you to be ranked on whatever keyword terms you were using to in your description when you set that up. So this is all really good for you. I probably made this really long, and I hope you're still with me. I have. Wow, looks like it's 21 minutes long. But if you watched this whole thing, thank you and congratulations, and I will talk to you in the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye.